Oh my god. Uh, I never actually thought we would get this. That's not true. Part of me always hoped and prayed, and there's the optimistic side of me that was always like, it will happen, someone's gonna come around and save the day. But I was always so scared, even to up to the point of just yesterday, where I was like, this might not happen. What if something happens? What if something bad happens? It's like, it's finally here. And needless to say, while I am overcome with so much joy that we are getting episode 3, the fears of it not finishing after Telltale's closure have been alleviated. But it's been immediately replaced with the fear that Clementine's still gonna die. So it's like you're just replacing one fear with the other. At least if it was canceled and didn't finish after episode 2, you can still operate that Clem is alive. Yay. You'd be pissed that her journey is left unresolved and not finished, but holy hell, at least you could think that, by some slight miracle that Clem would live. Oh boy. But episode 3, Broken Toys, is finally here, January 15th. And we also have confirmation that episode 4 will be released March 26th, I believe, was the date that was given. But before we go into episode 3, because the stats are back up for episode 2, we must go over my choices at episode 2, because as you recall, they were not working. So we gotta go all the way back. Damn it. Yeah, the way they designed this menu was really kind of dumb. Okay, so come on, keep going. Go. There we go. Okay, so this should be the beginning. Alright, my choices for episode 2 suffer the children. You and 64% of players told AJ to keep his gun. 34% of players gave AJ's gun to Lewis. 1% of players didn't intervene when AJ insisted on keeping his gun. And 1% of players said nothing when AJ insisted on giving Lewis his gun. So, I assume that is impacted if you stayed silent. It's impacted based on what you told AJ. I imagine if you told him that you're a murderer, he would give Lewis the gun. And if you told him that he was justified, he would keep the gun. That's how I'm going to assume. You and 51% of players told Violet to shoot Lily and got Lewis shot. 49% of players told Lewis and Violet to run from Lily and Abel. So that's pretty split right down the middle. Just a 1% change. You and 93% of players spared the walker honoring James' request. I figured most people would. It makes no sense not to, other than I gotta kill a walker because it's a walker. 6% of players killed the walker after James asked you not to. 1% of players let James throw the rock to distract the walker. Again, if you stay silent. And now for the biggest choice from the episode, the most important choice, the one everyone was... Who did you go with? Now, in terms of YouTubers and the big YouTube personalities in their main playthroughs, 95% of them went with Violet, and most of them ended up romancing her. Some friend-zoned her, some... Well, I wouldn't say friend-zoned, but just said, I'm glad we're friends, or didn't romance her. Only a few YouTubers, including myself, including yours truly, went with Lewis in their main playthrough. The only ones I've seen in their main playthrough were Hollow and I Has Cupquake. But in terms of the actual choice and who did what, 41% of players helped Lewis tune the piano, 59% of players spend time stargazing with Violet. That does not necessarily correlate to if you romance them. Some of those people in the 41% could have just stayed friends with Lewis. Some of the 59% could have just stayed friends with Violet. This is not an actual representation, but let's face it, we all know more people romance Violet. And of course, the last choice of the episode, you and 44% of players rescued Lewis instead of Violet. 56% of players rescued Violet instead of Lewis. I'm actually really interested by this choice because that means 3% of people who, well, it's kind of different because there are people that went with Lewis and saved Lewis, such as myself. There's people that went with Violet and saved Violet. That obviously makes the most sense. You're going to save the person that you potentially romanced, but there are people that romanced Lewis that ended up saving Violet, and there's people that saved that romanced Violet and saved Lewis. So that's I'm really curious as to, I guess because that one person ended up saving you, so whoever you didn't go with is the one that saved you. Might have been a designer's choice to say, hey, we gotta make sure that it's not exactly the same number of people that went with Lewis that saved Lewis and went with Violet that saved Violet. It's an interesting choice. And yeah, those are again like the overall stats. And this was actually, this was shown. This is different. The percentages are actually here this time. Before it was just saying you left this person feeling unsettled, you left this person kidnapped. 29% of players left Lily feeling unsettled. You and 67% of players left AJ feeling repentant. You and 36% of players left James feeling trusted. I can't believe that's only 36%. Has to do with the apple, I guess. 44 allowed Violet to be kidnapped. We already went over that. Abel is captured, and that's the end of those stats, it looks like. Oh, no, wait, I think there's one. 44% of players left Lewis feeling guilt-ridden. Again, that's a result of you saving him. I think he always feels like that. 89% of players left Ruby feeling grateful. 58% of players left 10 feeling despondent. And that's the state of the school. And that should be it, because I got all the I'm going to try and get all the collectibles for episode 3, but if there's determinate scenes, then obviously that's probably not going to happen. Anyway, I've wasted enough time. Let us get into episode 3, Broken Toys. Oh my god, I'm so happy to be saying that, and I'm also fearful for what's going to happen. I'm so terrified and excited.
On The Walking Dead.
Oh,
While searching for a place to call home, AJ and I found an old boarding school run by kids deep in the forest. Their leader was a guy named
I'm sorry,
Marlon,
I can't.
And AJ pulled the trigger.
Yep, already went over that.
I told AJ that what he'd done was murder, that he'd have to atone for it. The other kids agreed. They voted to kick us out. I thought we'd never return. Then,
an
AJ
old
and
face
I were
from the
attacked
past.
by Abel, one of the raiders Marlon had given the twins to. He was with someone I thought I'd never see again. Lily. We were almost eaten by walkers when suddenly one of them spoke to me. His name was James, an ex-whisperer who didn't believe in killing walkers. He helped me treat AJ, but without real medicine, he wouldn't make it. The kids didn't turn away the sad sight of AJ and let us back inside. After I told them how we could defend the school against the raiders, they were willing to let us stay, at least until the fight. I decided to help Lewis tune his piano.
We knew that was
He
going to be in
opened
the
up to
recap.
me, and I admitted I had feelings for him.
There it is.
He had them ones.
Yeah, this is like... Or
Finally
part of me is like,
came.
yeah,
We
Clemens'
busted
boyfriend.
Bill
And the other
Gates,
part of me
but
is,
the
what
kids
is wrong
stayed
with you?
hidden
Why
his
would you do
plan.
that?
Until
But
Tim
now I'm
ran
supporting
out of cover,
Clueless all the way
hoping
through.
for a chance to learn about his missing sisters. The bomb went off, and attempting to save 10, Mitch threw himself at Lily and got a knife to the throat. With only a second to decide, I fired and saved Lewis. They got away with 3 of our friends, and we had no idea where they'd gone. But we knew someone who did.
God, Abel is a fucking tank after everything he's been through, everything he's done. Cut off his arm, beaten, punched, fell, broke a leg, bitten in the arm by Rosie. It's like, just, what is this guy? What is this guy made of? I swear, this guy's a fucking tank. Oh god, this loading is making me anxious. I'm really curious to see how the quality is now, because it's not the full team. It's only about a fraction of what it was. So we're wondering if maybe the quality is going to dip a bit in terms of the animation or stuff like that. Still looks good. It still looks so good. You really do have to feel bad for Willie.
At the start, I was so little, and Mitch looked after me. People said he was a dick sometimes, but he was always nice to me. Now he's gone. Stabbed in the eye by some asshole who never even knew his name.
Look, promise you, Willie. We're going to hit them back. They're gonna regret ever coming near us.
If Mitch were here, he wouldn't cry. He'd find a way to get our friends back. Ash Lily's brains out with a rock.
Abel's
I
tied up
prefer
in
a
the
big
bed.
old bat.
He passed out from the pain.
Thanks.
AJ wanted to stay down there and keep an eye on him. Hey, buddy. It's time for us to bury Mitch and say our goodbyes.
I'll help you.
Get
carry.
away from him! You're the reason he's dead!
Shit.
Willie! Well, it's true! We had a plan, and that idiot messed it up!
Come on, Willie. None of this is Ten's fault. You know who's really to blame.
I can't believe you're defending him! This is bullshit!
10!
Let me handle this. Talk to Abel. See if you can't find out where Lily took Vi, Omar, and Asim. I wanted to hurt him,
yeah.
you know, to make him talk, but I just couldn't.
I can't expect you
Maybe
to,
you'll get more out of
Lewis.
him than I did.
That's my job. Yeah. My job. Let's torture the man. I love it. I'm gonna go Big B Wolf on his ass. Well, ideally, that's what I would do, but I'm not sure that's a smart move. Honestly, I'm torn. I don't really... on one hand, I want to torture him. On the other hand, I kind of just... I don't know if that's going to be the best way to get answers. We'll see how it plays out. We'll see how it plays out. Ooh, a pennant. First collectible of the game. Alright, I think I just got my first collectible. Sweet. You have collected Erickson's pennant. Skull Pride. Sweet.
This should be strong enough to hold him.
He's got one arm and a broken leg. He ain't going anywhere. A sketch pad. Might be useful. You have collected sketch toy. Might still work. You are my pet now, Rosie. You have Rosie. She's my dog now. Trophy earned. Best girl.
Got your gun back, huh?
Uh-huh.
Still want dibs?
It's different like this, with them all broken. But I still hate him.
Ready?
Slap him, drench him, shout at him, let AJ wake him. Do it.
The fuck? Well, that ain't no way to wake an old man up from his afternoon nap. I was having a nice dream, too. About a girl I used to know from before. She also had me tied up, but I wasn't her prisoner, if you get me.
Oh God! Shut up! Shut up! I do not need to know that.
Got any water?
drink.
You got good manners, Squirt. Don't mind if I do.
You've had your water. Now it's time to talk.
It's the first time interrogating someone, isn't it? You let me dictate the agenda. Makes me think you're weak.
Don't make this harder than it needs to be, okay?
I got
Just wanna
Rosie
know
here.
where
I
Lily
will
took my
have her
people.
bite you.
It doesn't matter. As soon as she gets there, she's gonna turn around and come right back for me.
That's really...
You better give me
That's
the
impressive
five-star
that you think
treatment.
that.
If I'm smiling when she gets here, you might be able to trade me. We underestimated you little shits, but Lily won't make the same
As much as I
mistake.
want to slam his head and sick Rosie
She'll
on him,
be
and I'll
back.
probably look those options
Trust
up
me.
later in a
She
playthrough.
can't afford to leave anyone behind.
You think Lily would come back for you?
In your
Look at the
condition,
state
you're
in.
worthless.
You're worthless to her now.
Exactly!
I can heal.
There is
You
no
can't-
rescue party, Abel.
you can't heal
Only
a broken-
bunch of pissed-off
missing
kids who
arm.
want you dead.
So tell us where our friends are. You trade it for mercy.
Lily will never give him up. The only reason we came here was for more manpower.
And you lost some.
Losing Jonathan and me for 3 sprouts that can barely hold a gun. Even a dummy like me can do the math on that one.
3 kids,
We're gonna
2
get him
adults.
You don't know what it's like out there. It's a bloodbath. One community against another.
Whoa,
The
whoa.
coast. Back at the Delta, we're at war. With some really sick fucks who make me look like the Virgin Mary. We need people to fight it.
Interesting
Soldiers
that you
who
said
do what we
Richmond.
say. Point the guns the way we tell them to. You little turds are supposed to be easy pickings.
That's it. Slam his head.
Ah!
No fucking way I'd let my people fight for you.
I'm starting to think you're mad at me. You think we like doing raids like this? Our home is under threat. It's a good home. Built to last. I do a lot to protect it. Maybe you can understand that.
And I do a lot to get my friends back. So stop wasting my time.
Okay. Front pocket. The answer to all your questions.
Yeah, I don't trust you.
Read it.
Whatsoever parteth the hoof and is cloven-footed, and cheweth the cud among the beasts, that shall ye eat. What the fuck? Is this code?
No, it's fucking Leviticus. I was hoping it'd be some timely moralistic shit about turning the other cheek. Well, come on.
You have hand-rolled cigarette, a Bible
Ain't
page.
gonna light itself. Wanna know where your friends are? Smoke will clear my mind. Help me remember stuff. Like where
Let
Lily
him
went.
smoke, burn him.
Come on, kid. Don't make me wait all day.
Stub out cigarette. Fucking God, I want to torture him so badly. Just fucking let him smoke.
Now that is heavenly.
I really wanted to fucking burn him. Why am I such a puss? What the fuck?
Shit.
That's a lot of blood.
Oh, fuck. This is not good.
What the hell?
He's gonna die, isn't he?
Isn't that what you wanted?
I did, but
You're gonna get your wish. When you pushed me off that balcony, something must have burst inside of me. Shit. I never wanted things to end like this. Everything. It all got out of hand. Now look at me. I'm a fucking mess.
will he turn?
No. My whole life, everything I ever got, I got with my own 2 hands and my will. From my body to dirt on me to take control. I'll tell you where to find Lily. Just promise you won't let me turn. I'm begging you.
Ah, fuck, why? Trust me, I hate the guy as much as you guys do, but...
If you're honest with me, I'll put you out of your misery. You have my word.
Okay, we have a boat. We're docked a few miles west of here at an old fishing pier. Your friends are on the boat. You got what you wanted. Please, don't let me become one of those things. Please, I don't want to turn.
I will say that the guy doing Abel is doing a fantastic acting performance. He did give us the information. Fucking God. AJ?
Not that. I want. Let me keep my face.
Yeah, because it's so drop gorgeous.
You don't need to watch this.
I want to.
Jesus.
At least
AJ looks to you for guidance in this world.
Yeah.
You just tortured a man in front of him. I wouldn't really call that torture. I hit his head, and then I mercy killed him.
Come on. We have a boat to find.
Skybound. Oh God, that hurts so much. Skybound presents. It hurts so much. It hurts. A Telltale Story by Lauren Me, Mark Darren. Oh, did that say Mark Darren? Hell yeah.
Sometimes I don't know where this dirty road is taking me. Sometimes I don't know.
Randy Tudor. Good man. Damn fine man. Powerful stash. One of the greats. Creative director Kent Muddle. You're the man, Kent. Fucking love ya. I imagine the credits for this episode are going to be much smaller than previous episodes, considering how the team has shrunk by a considerable margin. Alright, so we have a boat to go find.